Hi everyone, I'm Tanaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of March 13th. So this week on March 18th we have the full moon. It falls in the sign of Virgo. And usually when we have strong Virgo energy, like with this full moon, it can stir things around our health, needing to take care of our physical health, our emotional health, our mental health, nagging little symptoms that we have ignored, feelings of just being a little bit depleted or just not feeling like we're showing up as our best selves. Usually around the Virgo full moon, something calls us to action, something inspires action where we can look after ourselves. Maybe you've been meaning to just eat more vegetables. It could be something as simple as that. So if you are dealing with some nagging health concerns that you haven't got looked into, if you know you have to take action in a particular way for your inner well-being and you haven't yet, know that this full moon is a wonderful opportunity to start to take those steps, to go, okay, I need to make time for my health. And this is our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health, all of it. How can you look after your inner well-being? That is a big theme around this full moon. Another theme around this full moon is perfection. Where is perfection showing up in your life, and how is it preventing you from taking that leap of faith, from doing what you want to do, from being who you want to be, from shining your authentic light out into the world? Actually, you could almost use this as a journal prompt, but where is perfectionism holding me back? And I define perfectionism, or I really like this definition of perfectionism from Brené Brown. She describes it as a belief system, or maybe a better word is a fear, that if we do everything perfectly, if what we do is absolutely perfect by, I guess, our own standards or these, mythical standards, we can protect ourselves from the pain of judgment and shame. And that's essentially what perfectionism is. It's a little bit different to self-improvement, because perfectionism is rooted in what other people think of you or what other people think of me, whereas self-improvement is sort of more of like, I'm doing this to improve myself. So a good little exercise under this full moon is to think about where perfectionism is holding you back. Where are you fearing what other people think, protecting yourself out of the fear of judgment and shame, and where is that happening and how is it holding you back? That's a little bit of deeper work under this full moon. And then finally, this full moon is the last full moon before the March equinox. The March equinox falls on the 20th, 21st, and this is the start of the astrological new year, because in tropical astrology on the March equinox, the sun moves into the sign of Aries, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it's the start of the astrological new year. So as we approach this new year, this full moon is a great time to purge, to cleanse, to release, to begin to let go of all that you no longer wish to carry into the new year. It's a good time for reflection too, reflecting on the journey that you've traveled and, deciding, okay, it's time to leave the past in the past, or these pieces of wisdom I want to take with me, this I want to let go of. So that energy will kind of linger as we get up to that equinox. So we'll be able to work with that energy for a little bit longer. But leading up to the full moon this week, we may really start feeling that call to look after our health. And if we want to dive into the depth of these energies and really do some self-improvement stuff, asking yourself those questions around perfectionism will be helpful. As always, I have a full forecast for this full moon at foreverconscious.com, along with a ritual that I designed. It's using herbs, which is a very nice Virgo earthy energy. Check that ritual out. I'll put a link below in the description box, but you can also find it at foreverconscious.com. And I'll also say, if you want to get your horoscope report for the astrological new year, I teamed up with Millie over at astroconsciousness.com, and we put together a horoscope report. It's got a cosmic forecast. It's got a horoscope for all 12 signs of the zodiac, all for the astrological new year. I'll also put a link below to that as well if you're interested in checking that out. All right, I hope that was helpful. I'm Tanaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you so much.